Hey guys, what's up? It's D-Boy48 here, and today I'm back with another NFL 2015/2016 Week 2 predictions. So, I did Week 1 a while ago, so most of the predictions were incorrect, but we just had Week 1, guys, and I am so happy that we hit over 1,000 views on that video. That was just crazy. Hopefully we can do the same about this week too. So, yeah, I started off with the Broncos and the Chiefs. Yeah, the Broncos came off a big win against the Ravens, 19-13, and the Chiefs beat the Texans 27-20. The Texans almost had a comeback in that game. But, yeah. So, I am predicting the... Oh, this is hard. I'm predicting the Chiefs. Yes, guys, that's because Peyton Manning was off his game in Week 1. He was just like... I wouldn't even have started him in fantasy if I knew how bad he was, even though I didn't even have him. So, yeah. I just had a long pause there, but yeah, let's start it off. Oh, but we already started it off, but yeah, let's just go to the Texans and Panthers, guys. I don't know who to pick. The Panthers crushed the Jaguars 20-9, and the Texans lost to the Chiefs. So I'm going with the Panthers, guys. The Panthers looked very strong in their first game, and I am so happy to see what they're going to do next. Next, we have the 49ers and the Steelers. In my mind, this is a no-brainer. I'm going to have to go with the 49ers. They demolished the Vikings, and the Steelers lost to the Patriots. It doesn't matter if they lost. I would have picked the 49ers anyway. Carlos Hyde is just a boss, and the Steelers had some problems in the first game. They just kept getting penalty after penalty after penalty. But next we have the Buccaneers and the Saints. The Buccaneers do not show a strong outing at all. They had the worst game of Week 1. And the Saints lost to the Cardinals 31-19, but they still put up a fight. So, Jameis Winston looked like a pretty good quarterback, but, I mean, he wasn't as good as Marcus Mariota, and I just feel like the Saints are going to win this one. This is because the Saints, they were showing a lot of improvements. Even though they lost, it wasn't like they got demolished or anything. They put up a good fight, and their defense was pretty good. I mean, they did let up a lot of points. 31 is a lot, but the Buccaneers' defense was just terrible. Next, we have the Lions and the Vikings. The Vikings lost to the 49ers 20-3, and the Lions lost to the Chargers 33-28. I was just blown out of my mind when I saw the score of the Lions game, because everybody was predicting the Lions to win because they are so much better than how they played. And I'm just going with the Lions. I feel like the Lions are going to have to bounce back from a terrible game. Well, it wasn't terrible, but they didn't play up to their potential at all. Their defense was terrible. And Megatron did nothing. I had him for fantasy. He only got me 6 points. That's not like Megatron. Calvin Johnson usually pulls up 18 points. Next we have the Cardinals and the Bears. I'm going to go with the Cardinals, guys. The Bears put up a fight in the first half against the Packers, but the Packers they took control of the game in the second half. And yeah. So next we have the Patriots and the Bills. By the way, for the Cardinals and Bears game, there wasn't much to think about. The Bears are okay, but the Cardinals, they showed so much improvement. People didn't think they will be a good team this year. Maybe they thought it was just a lucky year last year, but it is not, guys. They are a really solid team. Next, we have the Patriots and the Bills. I'm going to go with the... Wow, this is pretty hard because the Bills did beat the Colts. So, wow. I'm going to have to go with the upset here. I am going with the Bills. Wow. I feel like the Bills, to beat the Colts, you must be an amazing team. And the Patriots just had to beat the Steelers, and they only won by a touchdown. And the Steelers aren't really a great team this year, so I have to give the Bills the win here. Next, we have the Bengals and the Chargers. I'm going to go with the Bengals. Well, let me rethink this, guys, because the Chargers beat the Lions, but the Bengals only had to beat the Raiders. And the Bengals shown why they are a great team, but the Chargers, everything was going their way, and they have a lot of mojo coming into this game. So I'm going to go with the Chargers for this game. Next, we have the Titans and the Browns. This is a really hard game to choose because both of them did terrible. But, well, no, I'm mistaken. I was thinking of the Buccaneers. No, the Titans did amazing, and the Browns did terrible. So I'm going to have to go with the Titans. Sorry, guys, about that. I'm just usually thinking that the Titans are not a good team. They beat the Buccaneers 42-14, and Mariota is a stud. He should have definitely been the first pick. So, yeah. Next, we have the Falcons and the Giants. The Giants the Giants lost to the Cowboys with 5 seconds left, and you can just see Eli's face just go down. He was like, and he was just, I can't believe they lost that game, guys. And the Falcons, they beat the Eagles. Their defense was amazing. Their defense is not as good as they were 2 years ago when they had an amazing season, but their defense right now is really good. Next, we have the Rams and the Redskins. I'm going with the Rams. The Rams beat the Seahawks, and the Redskins lost to the Dolphins. And the Rams, they just look like an amazing team right now. Everything's going their way. Nick Foles is awesome with the offense, and yeah. Next, we have the Dolphins and the Jaguars. I'm going to have to go with the Dolphins for this game. The Dolphins had a comeback with a punt return by Jarvis Landry, and the Jaguars, they lost to the Panthers by 11. It was 20-9. They showed up a fight in the first quarter and a little bit of the second quarter, but then the Panthers just took charge, and I'm just going to have to go with the Dolphins for this one. Next, we have the Ravens and the Raiders. I'm going to go with the Ravens. The Ravens look like a great team this year. They don't have a lot of key players, but I feel like everybody combined will make a good team. They were just short of beating the Broncos, and the Raiders, they lost 33-13 to the Bengals. It doesn't really matter about week 1, but what I saw, I think the Ravens are going to win this one. Next, we have the Cowboys and the Eagles. the Cowboys and the Eagles. Wow. The Cowboys beat the Giants 27-26. And the Eagles lost to the Falcons 26-24. I don't know who to pick for this game, guys. This is going to be a hard game to choose, but I'm going to go for the upset here. Well, it's not really an upset, but the Eagles are 0-1 and the Cowboys are 1-0. So I'm going with the Eagles for this game. I just feel like, even though they have the loss of Shady McCoy and they're not going to, like, have a great run game. Well, they do have DeMarco Murray, but he didn't show up, really. I mean, he had a touchdown and stuff, I'm pretty sure. But he wasn't like the DeMarco Murray that pulled 2 touchdowns and like 140 yards. But I don't know. I'm just going to have to go with the Eagles for this one. Next, we have the Seahawks and the Packers. The Packers beat the Bears and the Seahawks lost to the Rams. Anyways, I was going to go with the Packers. I just don't feel like the Seahawks are going to make the playoffs. I mean, they're going to make the playoffs, but they won't be like the Super Bowl team we all know. Because their defense is breaking apart. Marshawn Lynch is a great player, but I mean, I don't know how happy he is with the coaching staff after the Super Bowl. But, yeah, I'm going to go with the Packers for this game. The Packers showed great possibility this year. They're definitely making the playoffs again. And, yeah, next we have the Jets and the Colts. This is the Monday night game. And I'm going with the Colts. I know you guys are probably like, but the Jets won. Yeah, but the Jets had to play the Browns. And the Colts, the Jets actually have a pretty good team, but the Colts will beat the Jets. So yeah, this was my Week 2 predictions, guys. Tell me what you guys think in the comment section below. I will see you guys later. Bye!